Hello, champions. How are you? Miss Mita hope all you stay healthy and stay safe. Okay, welcome to Term 1, Class 2021-2022. And okay, so for library, Miss Mita is your teacher for library subject for this term. And as usual, on library class, Miss Mita will read a story for you. Please check it out. Okay, champions, now Miss Mita will read this ebook for you, the title Good Manners. There are 56 pages for this ebook. Okay, let's restart. Contents. Getting to know good manners. Do you know what having good manners means? In many different ways, it means being polite and thoughtful. It means treating other people the way you would like to be treated. It also means thinking before you speak or act. Every day, you can choose to have good manners. Try to be polite to everyone you meet each day. Bad manners. Have you ever been treated with bad manners? Think about a time when someone was not polite to you. Perhaps a friend told you to shut up, or maybe your big sister used your favorite markers without asking. You probably felt angry and maybe sad too. When a person has good manners, he or she considers how other people feel. It is always polite to ask before taking something that belongs to someone else. Can you think of times when you have shown bad manners? Maybe you have laughed at a classmate's new haircut. Perhaps you weren't friendly when your cousin came to visit. Or maybe you turned down a dessert by saying to your mom, "No, that looks terrible." How do you think you made these people feel? A handwritten thank you note shows you appreciate a parent's thoughtfulness. Please and thank you. Please and thank you are two of the most important phrases in the English language. Do you remember to use them? When you ask for something, say please, say thank you when you receive something. These simple words let other people know you appreciate what they are doing for you. Then they will be more willing to help you again in the future. Other important words. If you need to get through a crowd, you can say, "Excuse me." This is a polite way to let people know you need to get by. This phrase works when you burp or sneeze too. When someone thanks you for doing something nice, to be sure to say you're welcome. If you need to ask permission, begin with "May I?" And if you really don't want something that is being offered, just say "No, thank you." Looking people in the eye. Make sure that when you speak to others, you look them in the eye. Have you ever said hello to someone who didn't say hello back? Or did that person mumble hi but look at the ground? It probably feels awkward, but you were first introduced to someone, stand up and smile. Say hello, so nice to meet you. A friendly greeting is the best way to start any new friendship. Treating others right. Have you ever heard of the golden rule? It says that you should treat others the way you'd like them to treat you. Sounds single enough, right? Every day, no matter what you are doing, consider how your action affect other people. Would you want other people to exclude you from a kickball game? Would you want someone to cut in line in front of you? Think about it. Good manners at home. When you're at home, you're likely spending time with the people who mean the most to you. Your family may be parents and siblings, as well as step-parents, step-brothers, or step-sisters. You may live with grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. No matter whom you share a home with, it's important to treat them with kindness and respect. Asking for permission. Before you borrow your sister's sweater, be sure to ask permission. What would you want her to explore your closet without asking first? That will probably feel like sis invading your privacy. The same is true for using your dad's camera or mom's tennis racket. You may be able to guess that they won't mind. By asking permission, first lets them know you'll be using their things. Always ask permission if you want to have a friend over. Ask permission about going to a party or other event too. Remember that your parents have your safety in mind. You need to check with them before making any plans. Also, be sure to ask when your friends aren't listening. Your parents will be put in a tough spot if you ask, "Can Tommy stay for dinner?" when Tommy is standing right there. Closed doors. Everyone deserves a certain amount of privacy. Never burst into rooms without knocking. A closed door can mean a lot of things. Maybe your brother is taking a shower, maybe your sister is getting dressed, or maybe your parents are having a private conversation. Always knock and wait for permission before entering a room. Household chores. There are lots of chores that keep a home running smoothly. Someone must do the laundry, feed the cat, wash the dishes, and take out the garbage. Adults don't always have time to do all those tasks, so remember to do the chores assigned to you. When you have a chance, over to help out with other things too. Pitch in with yard work and help bring in the groceries. Efforts like this show you care. Tone of voice. Sometimes it isn't what you say but how you say it. If your mom asks you a question, answer in a polite tone. A grumble answer or sarcastic remark is rude. Remember to speak to others the way you like to be spoken to. Even if you are angry or upset, be careful about how your words sound. If you speak respectfully, other people will be encouraged to speak to you with respect too. Being a good listener. Sometimes it's important to explain a problem or tell your side of a story, but sometimes it's more important to listen. If your parents are upset with you, hear what they have to say. Try not to ask back disrespectfully. When you listen politely and speak calmly, your parents will be more willing to hear your response. If your brother has had a bad day, listen to his complaints. Do not interrupt when others are talking. Good manners on the internet. These days, many of your conversation may not happen in person. Instead, they may take place through email or text messaging. When you send email or text, be careful about what you say. Are you teasing someone? Are you replying in anger? Take a minute to review your words before you hit the send button. When you email or use social media sites, remember that you are talking with real people. Never say something on the internet that you wouldn't say in person, face to face. Have fun, but be kind and thoughtful. Remember that once you have sent a message, you cannot get it back. Do not send something that you will regret later. Being a good neighbor. Whether you live in a house or an apartment, you probably have neighbors. These are people who live around you. Some you might see once a week, others you might see every day. Good neighbors are people you can count on. They may help you in an emergency, or they might invite you to a party they are hosting. One way to be a good neighbor is to respect other people's property. Don't cut through their yard or leave your toys in their grass. Never steal anything that belongs to them. Be careful of their plants and flowers. You can also show courtesy by helping them out when you can. Offer to take their leaves or hold the door open when they are carrying packages. They will appreciate your help. Good manners matter every day. When you go out for lunch with family or friends, how do you act? Remember to treat everyone around you with respect. That includes your friends and family, the other people eating there, and the people working at the restaurant. Keep these tips in mind. Good manners at school. How much time do you spend in school? If you have like most kids, it's almost half a day. You probably have some food, some good friends there. You might also have a favorite teacher or two. It's important to use good manners with the people you see at the school every day. This is true whether those people are your best friends or other students you don't know very well. Showing respect. Your teachers work hard to help you learn. They help you prepare for projects, tests, and future classes. Make sure you treat them well. Use those magic words please and thank you when asking for things. Listen during class, raise your hand before speaking, and always ask permission before leaving your classroom for any reason. Helping to create a polite, respectful classroom makes it easier for everyone to concentrate and learn. Teachers are not the only adults at school. You probably also see adults in the cafeteria and the main office. Be polite to these people too. They work hard to make sure you have everything you need. They serve lunch, clean up classrooms, and help keep you safe. Never talk disrespectfully to them or taunt them. Instead, take time to say hello and thank them every once in a while. How you treat other kids? Are there any bullies at your schools? These kids, other kids. They can make school days hard for everyone. Make sure you aren't a bully. Don't joke about what another students looks like. Never exclude other kids on the playground. Instead, smile at your classmates. Over help when they need it. If you treat other kids with respect and kindness, they'll likely treat you the same way. Bullies sometimes make fun of people using social media. They might post videos about other kids. They may also spread gossip on Facebook and other sites. This action can hurt people's feelings. They might even keep kids from coming to school or having friends. If you know this is happening, talk to an adult about it. And then, good manners on the playing field. Do you play team sports? Maybe you compete in dancing, karate, or other activities. These are great ways to stay active and fit. To be successful, you have to practice and play hard. Some days you will win, other days you won't. Either way, these activities can still be fun. To make it fun for everyone, be sure to practice good manners. Being a good sport. You're a good sport when you approach every competition in a positive way. You try your best, you encourage your your teammates to do their best too. A good sport does not hog the ball or need to be the center of every play. Instead, a good sport works with his or her teammates to make its game fun. A good winner and a good loser. When you lose a game or competition, you might take it hard, but part of being a good sport is being a good loser. Accept that you didn't win this time. Congratulate the other team on a good game. What if you win? Enjoy the moment, but don't ever remember that other people lost. You don't want to hurt their feelings. Instead, tell them they did a good job and encourage them for next time. Okay, so here the ebook for good manners, and we will discuss it together on the Zoom meeting. See you! Okay, so that's the story for this first video. Miss Mita, hope all of you like and enjoy the video. And remember, stay healthy, stay safe, and see you on Zoom meeting.